Oh, wait. I came here for love. Oh, for someone. For someone. Okay, I mean it right. I came here for love. For someone to hold me down. I won't give it up. No. I want you to reach out. I came here for love. They got to switch that song back. It don't feel right without opening up with that song. I came here. I just forgot the lyrics like that. I came here for love, for someone to hold me down. I won't give it up. No. I want you to reach out. I got it. We up in there. How we doing, Star family? Hey, Shamiko says, wait, it's my lighting. It's my lighting. There we go. Balance. It's a balance. You know, I love a little glow, a little sparkle. Oh, ciao. Hey, Shamiko. Shamiko says, night chat. Nikki, happy Thursday. Guys, we made it. We're almost there. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. Looking forward to this live. Nikki, I hope you never change. You're awesome. Oh, I love you. Thank you. Love from St. Kitts. Shamiko also said, I watched a review of The Housewives of Atlanta. Don't remember which one, but you took me out when you said someone from the main cast. Okay. I guys, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have 30 minutes of material. After that, I don't know what the hell I'll be saying. But thank you for loving me. Shamiko said, what's the story with Cillian Murphy and the British? Well, we had a little mishap in the last chat. Somebody mistakenly said that Cillian Murphy was British, and we had to let them know that Cillian is not British. He is the king of Ireland, and he do not play about that. Put some respect on his homeland. Yes, you want to be set? Eva Ripley said, hey, y'all, I can't believe they left us on that cliffhanger. I don't think it's as bad as it looks, though. But we'll get into it. We got to talk about how messy Ace is. He is. That's my baby. It's fine. I got a lipstick on my teeth. He does not see it for Jeremiah at all. He's perpetually on that man's neck, and I love it. B. Nickel said, those boys don't seem to like each other very much. They don't. Because this is the thing. The boys are here for the money. The girls never clock in. They never clock in. It's so sad. But the boys are here for the money, and they are watching and seeing who is actually playing this game and playing it well. They're going to take each other out because they're here for the money. Eva Ripley said, not at all, LOL. Taylor is trying to stay out of the drama. It's hilarious to me. He better clock in. B. Nichols said, honestly, I feel for Jeremiah because he's been put into a delicate situation. I don't think people should judge him if he chooses to leave the relationship with Huda. I don't think they will. Eva Ripley said, I think the worst thing Jeremiah could do is stay with Huda to the end and then leave her immediately. Yep. If he does not see himself playing stepdaddy, he better get out now. A Wonderful Life said, hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hit the like. Yes, guys. Please make sure you hit the like button. It helps your girl grow in the YouTube algorithm. Sarah said, hey, Nikki, I know you see it for Shelly and Ace, but Ace is giving weirdo. And people are finally catching on that he is really plotting and wants Huda. I don't see that, though. I don't see that he really wants Huda. I don't see that. I think he likes Shelly. Here we go. You're going to make me do it. I was not trying to do it this early, but since you guys are doing it, we have to hold space. We have to hold space. We're holding space for this. This is my end game. This is my end game right here. I don't care. You're not going to shake me. This is my end game right here. We're holding space. We're holding it. And I don't care what you guys say. That's my end game. Sarah said, Jeremiah and Huda calling themselves the parents of the island. Delusional. Foreshadowing is only like day 3. Hey, waiting room. Thank you for being here. Megan said, hey, y'all, Ace is messy. He is. The waiting room. Oh, my God. Thank you for joining us. It's at 3:40 a.m. here in London and can't sleep. Worst day. It's Eid today. And I have a long work day, too. Eid Mubarak, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Hey Alex, how are you? Spency said, hey Nikki.Star fam, I'm sorry, Huda is such a pick me. Bella Dash, A Black said, it's so hard to watch. Jeremiah is a loser, he's about to crash out. Guys, here's the thing. We have to realize we are watching people in their early 20s. You know, and some are like late 20s. The ones in the late 20s are the ones that we just love so much and we go up for because we're older and we can relate to them. But the people in their early 20s are going to be very cringe. It's just, you know, thank God you were not on a national TV show when you were in your early 20s. You would be very cringe. So let's hold space for the babies. Let's hold space for the babies. Hey, Glow, how are you? Happy Thursday, love like you are. Hey, Shannon Devereaux. I know that's right. Come on, money. Said holding space, holding space. We have to hold space. Obviously, me said Charlie broke out the Greek for Bella Dash, but it was crickets for Shelly, who apparently he liked so much. The man almost admitted that he really wanted to be in the hideaway with Bella. God, listen, he can hope and pray whatever he wants. Bella is not into him. She's holding space for Nicholas. Sarah said Jeremiah is either going to lock in for the money and write it out immediately, or immediately switch to the next bombshell. I agree. I agree. No one can hold me down. I won't give it up. No. Hey, I want you to reach out. Came here for love. It's just such a banger. That needs to just be their theme song. Pay that girl her money. Pay that girl her money. I know it's some Swedish chick. Pay that girl her money. Oh, I can't wait. Do y'all know when that's going to drop? Do y'all know when it's going to drop? Love like you are said Aquafina. No, don't do it. If I wanted to hear now what people with black sense, I would go to Bushwick or Washington Heights. Again, guys, these are young people. They are in their early 20s. This is a time where they're trying to find their identity and trying to find their personality. And a lot of times they latch on to what's cool, what's popular, and what is always cool, popular, and what is always in Black culture. Janelle said, OMG, hey everyone. I think Jeremiah thought Huda was going to tell him she was. She was really holding it for a very long time. I'm like, girl, it's just a baby. Calm down. Alex said, sing, Nikki, I came here for love. Hey, Camille. Camille said, hey, Nikki, Huda definitely should have told Jeremiah sooner. Also, Ace ain't slick. He really wants Huda, but will keep Shelly around in case he can't keep his top choice. Love your earrings. Thank you so much. You guys really think that Ace doesn't want Shelly? What can y'all tell me? What are y'all getting that makes y'all think that he wants Huda? Because I didn't see him like interacting with her today. I'm gonna tell you something, and it's so sad. It's so sad, but it's really true. If he really wants Huda, when he finds out that she has a child, Ace is checking out. Ace is checking out. But I don't see it. Let me know when I'm missing. Megan said, I actually like Bella Dash, but she's on the wrong show. Yeah, a sweet girl. She's on the wrong show. She needs to be on Christian Mingle. Let them get a dating show. That show is going to be so messy. You know what? Let me take that idea back. I might just do that. Sarah said, at this point, send in a big girly for Shelly because I know she's going to go through hell in the costume if she's paired with Ace. Guys, no, we are holding space. We're holding space. Ace is 22. He's going to get on our nerves. He's probably going to mess up, but we are holding space. We're holding space. And Shelly, I think they're going to send in somebody by for Shelly because Shelly, when they was playing that game, every answer was with a woman. And I said, now, wait a minute, Shelly. Is men new for you? Because it's giving lesbian who like to play and with peens from time to time. But I think you a 9 to 5 lesbian, Shelly. It seems to be working out with the women more than the men's. But maybe the producers will throw a little something in there, a little stud. Let's see how that goes. Glow said Aquafina is crazy. Why you talk laid back like that? And she's Gen Z. Yeah. There, like, it's going to happen with every generation. Samuela said, someone said Ace is a professional whore, and it might be the truest thing I've heard this season. Is it Ace or Austin? My God, today. Scary numbers. Scary numbers. Megan said, I actually really like Bella. Yeah, but she's on the wrong reality show. Hey, Cash B. Cash B said, LOL, my 9-year-old daughter is highly irritated at me because, yeah! Yes, let's annoy the children. Sarah said they may have casted Taylor for the Cordell effect, but he's not giving that. He gets cornier and cornier to me. Does he have Invisalign in? It's something going on. Because it's like it's something rumbling in his mouth when he speaks. Or a retainer. I want him to take that out. I want him to take that out. Hey, Imani. Imani said, hey, Nikki, this episode had a little spice in it. So happy I made the live. Can't wait to see what you think. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Layla. Thank you for being here. Hey, Alicia. Sarah said, I think the reason fans are forming the opinion that Ace wants Huda is because he was only deep in her comments and likes on Insta. So it's like, who do you really like, sir? Okay. Well, I mean, listen, I would jump to that conclusion too. Hey, Kanali. Kanali said, hi, Nikki. Seeing Shelly be gay for real made my heart warm. Happy Pride. Yeah, I think, yeah, she playing the peen, but she's a lesbian. But you know, I'm gonna let the young lady define herself as she may. But I said, well, every answer is with a woman. Every answer. Layla said, guys, Alondra is so confusing yet so fun to watch. I love her. Happy Eid, everyone. She's Serena. This is Serena. I'm telling you. Remember, go back and watch my other Love Island from last season. Serena got on my nerve. I was tussling with that girl. Every review until like almost towards the end. And I feel like this is going to be me and Alondria. I feel it. We're going to be tussling until the end. Hey, Nika. Sorry. Hey, Nika. Said, hi, Nikki. Our girls need some better men. They need better men and they need older men. I was watching this with my mom, who was like knee deep into Love Island now. She wants to come and review the show with me. I think I may bring her in next week. But she was like, why are all these women on this show with these younger men? Like, where are the older guys? And I was telling her, I was like, I think the bombshells are going to be older. They need to be. I remember on Love Island, when I first started watching Love Island, they were bringing in older bombshells. I hope they do this for the girls. These guys are too young. They're all over the place. Guys, the thing that's crazy about this is a mainly people of color cast. And the whites are struggling. The whites are struggling. This is why they vote the way they vote. I get it now. I was just like, I can't believe these white boys is having such a hard time. Ciao. Hey, Tartar. How are you? Tartar said, hey, y'all, just dropping by. But was Jeremiah crying at the end? I don't think so. I think the show was just like trying to make it seem like it's a lot deeper than it really is. Hey, Irene, thank you for being here. Spitzy said, Nikki, the accent changes scares me. LMAO. You know she would never say coochie in front of her religious people. Yes. You know what? I could not believe that Jane the Virgin had, the cherry popped. I was like, oh, okay. Not you backsliding. What's going on? What's going on, Bella? Okay. Irene said, I'm sorry, but Bella's accidentally taking me out from Toronto in today's episode. She is all over the place. That accent is global. Imani said, how do we feel about Huda crying over Alondria's comment? I didn't think she was being mean at all. We're going to get into Huda, child. We're going to get into it. Blue Jay said, I wonder if Huda came from a family that's very difficult for her because she has a child young, and I wonder out of wedlock. Haven't watched the show, though. That's very interesting. hopefully she'll, let us in to see why, just where her head's at. I want to like her. I got to be honest with you. That's something she pulled with Alondria. So it's not working any favors over here with me. I would like for her to open up more because I want to find something likable about her right now, and I can't find it. Sarah said the Insta comments on like precasting on photos with her and her daughter, then the kiss on the end of the episode 1, then when Jeremiah was worried about the kiss, he didn't tell, she didn't tell him the truth. Sarah, huh? Even said the only thing that makes me question Ace is his constant comments to Jeremiah. Either he just doesn't like him, wants Huda, or he's just sowing seeds of chaos. Ace sees Jeremiah playing the game, and he sees Jeremiah as competition because Ace is absolutely playing the game. And he's mad that Jeremiah is doing a better job. Blue Jay said that's why she is so reluctant to tell people, because she's going to be judged. But I don't know. I don't know how Jeremiah is going to do it, but he's going to make this work for him. He is. Glow said Ace and Shelly probably will couple up right before Casa too. Oh, absolutely. Production is very smart this season. They ate last season, but I think they learned a lot from last season and they're applying it to this season. Obviously, B said Nick pissed me off this episode. Like, man is still keeping things open with Bella. Like, dude want to have his cake and eat it too in the worst way. Obviously, me, I will say this. I think the girls should stay open too. It's day 2. It's crazy that everybody is trying to get, the girls are trying to get locked off like that. It's day 2. They're doing too much. Emelina said, I think it's because Ace was asking Jeremiah all those questions after the challenge. It's almost as if Ace was trying to sow seeds of doubt in Jeremiah's head about Huda. He absolutely is. Ace is playing the game with Jeremiah. Right now, they're the only 2 playing. Sarah said, people are saying the things he says to Jeremiah are to sabotage the relationship between Jeremiah and Huda. It probably is. Brown Girl 44 said Ace is scheming so hard on Huda. Every 5 minutes he is trying to put bad ideas in Jeremiah's head about her. He is trying to break that couple up because he knows that they are so locked in that when it finally falls apart, Jeremiah is going to fall out of favor. And that's what Ace is trying to do. He's playing the game. Glow said, Huda is sensitive. I'm glad Alondria is patient. I'm glad too, but I hate that she has to be patient. And we know why. Obviously, me said Ace is beginning to feel like a producer plant the way he was stirring things up. Oh, he's absolutely the Rob of this season. Love Like You Are said, I think Ace does want Huda based off the kiss and the blind challenge, the kiss and the blind challenge. And he was asking Jeremiah if he could leave Huda if some foreign, his words, came into the villa. But this is the thing, guys. I don't think it's because he's trying to get with Huda. I think he's absolutely trying to take down Jeremiah, who is his competition. Even said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam, it's my Friday. I'm up. Oh, I know that's right. Hey, KO. Said Ace seems like he moves really calculated. He absolutely does. E for Empathy said, when they said thousands with the S, I cackled. Oh, yeah, that was a little fun little segment. But those numbers, Jesus. E for Empathy said, maybe it's Taylor's tooth, Jim. I don't know. What is going on in that boy's mouth? Hey, CM, thank you for being here. Brown Girl 44 said, Nikki, I'm so sorry, but that space. Oh, don't do it. No. We are holding space. We're holding space. Guys, this has to be it. I don't see anything else. It has to be it. It's early, but this has to be it. This is my end game. Eva said, tonight was Jeremiah's takedown season. It's coming. Eva said, come on now, LOL. As a bisexual person, you can still have completely different body counts per gender. But what I'm saying is, all of her answers was with women. I'm just like, there wasn't a ding-a-ling in sight. So I'm like, well, what's going on? With the quality of men out there, I get it. But I'm just like, girl. Happy Pride, Shelly. Happy Pride. I am. Irene said they have men. Shelly and they need men. They definitely do. When a real man get in there, let them bring somebody a good 28, 29, tall and chocolate. Ace is in trouble. Obviously, me said Charlie is the oldest guy on the show. He's 27, and honestly, he acts like he doesn't crash out, and he just goes with the flow. He's almost too calm and collected, honestly. True. True. You made it, BB. I'm about to get started in about 3 or so minutes. Obviously, me said, LOL, it would be crazy if Jeremiah dropped that he's also appearing as well. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Love like you are said, and when Shelly gets her lady in this villa, if we get a stud that is ripe and picked for Shelly, guys, we won't be holding space for it. I'm sorry. We need that. We need that. Oh, we need it. And Melina said, Huda took Alondria's comment very wrong. I was shocked that she was sobbing over it. Me too. CJ said, Bella is so stunning despite everything else. She a model or should be one? I think she is. I think she's the model. Tajay said when she said her and Jeremiah were like the mom and dad, it was so cringe. It was. Hey, Joseph, thank you for being here. And Cha-ching, thank you for the super chat. CJ said these bombshells are not it. Where are the Livs and Miguels? They're coming. They're coming. Yes, KG, let them know. Like the live. Spency said, I also think Jeremiah and Huda are so transparent that anyone can clock it. It's giving cringe. It is. It is. They are. I'm telling you, Ace is the Rob of the season. He is absolutely somebody who the producers love. And I think he is somebody who they go to a lot on this show. She didn't. She said nothing wrong. Obviously, me said it's jarring. The jarring difference between when Bella puts on a black set and when Nick does it is very telling. Nick gives, I've been with some black women before, while Bella gives black men who? Oh, she would never. She would never. Oh, you're right on time, El Boogie. Thank you for being here. Imani said, I'm okay. We'll get into it and agree. Okay, we'll get into it. And agreed, I didn't think that Alondria felt the need to apologize. She did nothing wrong. Was definitely perpetuating some stereotypes by making Alondria seem aggressive. Absolutely. And the fact that she got so scared that she will be perceived as a mean girl. Sarah said, I'm answering why people think he likes Huda. Leaving likes and comments on her. It's the pre-casting, kissing her day one, sabotaging the relationship. Some of these are seen as signs. I'm telling you, when he finds out she has a kid, he going to go cold on that girl. CJ said, is it true that Ayo from Love Island, UK? I would love that. Oh, he going to eat. He can't. Ayo, listen. You're going to be macking American girls. You cannot come in with that British corniness. You gotta, I don't know, I hate to say it, watch some rap videos. You gotta come in. Like, Black American men are mad confident, even when they're homeless. Even when they're home, they're the most confident when they're homeless. You cannot come in and be mild and timid. That's not what we're looking for when we see a black man. You got to come in hella confident. That would be awesome. That's what I want. That's the bombshells I want. Nonsense behavior said Ace is definitely playing the game. He was making breakfast for like 3 girls. That was weird. Thank you for bringing that up. I was like, why is he making breakfast for everybody? Why is he making breakfast for everybody? Oh, the men were lying. The men were lying. The only one who I think was telling the truth was Austin. We're holding peace until Ayo comes into the villa. We're done with that. Yes, we definitely need older guys for Shelly and Alondria. It was weird and calculated, and I didn't like it. Spency said, Mama Star review in Love Island will be iconic. The holding space takes me out. Hey, Amiria, thank you for being here. Amiria said, hey, Nikki just finished it too. Lord Hula really dragged that damn reveal. She did. Let's go. We need it, especially for Juneteenth. El Boogie said, I still owe you a pouring into how beautiful the hair looks on you. I ain't forgot. Your girl is just tight. Oh my God, you're so sweet. Thank you. Guys, the growing out stage is it's wearing on me. I ain't had my hair this short in a minute. KG said, thank you, El Boogie. KG said, Huda kept with the pick me commentary during the game. She kept low key explaining Jeremiah's answers. Like, girl, you don't have to speak on everything, child. When that implodes. El Boogie said, oh, also to 3B Curl Jesus, I have an in-person interview for a job I want next week and the new career I want to try. Plastic surgeon job goes to me, so I'm moving on. Well, we see you, we hear you, and we are calling on Palestinian Jesus, dark-skinned Palestinian Jesus with 3B curls. Our girl El Boogie is seeking you. Lord, she is asking for favor in this job interview next week. Walk in before her, set the tone. Hallelujah. And be with your child. And it is so. And it is so. Amen and amen and amen. Spitzy said, did you see that Ariana was... Oh, I saw that. We got to talk about that real quick and then I got to start the review. Listen, because a lot of... And I hate to say it, but this is why we're here. This is why we're here in America, because it is a lot of, and it's not even the white people. It's people, non-black people of color are coming at Alondria, making her out to be the mean girl, saying that she's a bully and all of this stuff. And so there was one girl, POC, always them child. She did a video and she was just like, I want to get Alondria off of my TV screen. I don't like her being mean to Huda. She's such a mean girl. And Ariana commented on her video, was just like, oh, I'm in enemy territory. That's my girl. That's my girl. Thank you. This newborn here. That's something she made up. Guys, Bella is 22. She's figuring herself out. Because I think her name is Annabelle. She's figuring it out. She's a different person every 5 minutes. Her name is changing every 2. It's a lot going on with the baby. She's young. She's young. Love Like You Are said also Jeremiah's reaction was pretty bad to Huda's reveal. I never thought he would say that you're a mom at 24. Listen, he was gagged. Obviously, me said I'm pretty sure that Bella's name is Isabel. Okay, I thought it was Annabelle Anderson. So Bella is a combination of that. Okay. I'm holding space. It's so baby though. Oh, she's been that girl. And that's one thing I want to say. This ain't new. She's been like that. That's what when she was on her show, Vanderpump Rules, she used to go to war with them heifers. She's always been on the right side of history. They could never make me hate her. Oh, y'all are talking in here, guys. I got to start this review. Gael says, somebody on Instagram said Jeremiah got scared because he thought that Huda was going to say that she's trans. I saw someone say this on Twitter. It was Leo from season 5 who said it. She dragged it. She did. I'm going to end right there and let's get into the review and then I'll hop back into the chat. Yeah. Love Island, please. We have to hurry up and get Nazi Kevin Federline away from Shelly. I can't. And this is the thing. He stayed up and under a black woman. Did y'all see the scene where he was laying in Alondria's bed? How are you doing? Why are you so comfortable around us? Don't you want us back on the plantation? So why are you always around black people? Obsessed. But also white men like this who hate black men love black women. It's so weird. It's a really, really, really weird thing. Very obsessed because he did like a lot of his reposts. There were some things about black women, but it was very obvious that his target of hate was black men. Very weird, but very telling. But I honestly thought that this episode, we were going to get him out of here or at least get him away from Shelly. I hate it. I hate her being around him, knowing what we know. Get him away from her, but child, everybody was tight after the recoupling. Everybody is just like, oh, this is how you feel. This is what you want to do. And I'm like, guys, come together. You've only been here for 48 hours max. Chillax. You got time. Chillax. I will say this about Ace. For him to be very young, he does make a lot of sense a lot of times. And it's so crazy that he is the one that I be agreeing with like this. But when he was sitting down with Jeremiah, he was telling him, he was just like, Huda saying that stuff, like just really asking him if he was closed off with her. I don't think that he was asking if he was close, if Jeremiah was that closed off with Huda because he thought that they were, because he's trying to get with Huda. I don't get that just yet. I need to see more, right? But I don't get that. But I do get that he is trying to, Ace is always looking out for himself, right? So Ace has said from the beginning that he's going to be open. He wants to be really open. And so what he's trying to do is to make sure all the other men are still open, because he doesn't want to look like the bad guy, right? So he's going to Jeremiah, who was like at this point closed off with Huda, and he's telling him like, listen, when Huda was saying all this stuff, calling us the bad guys and, saying that what happened to the girls weren't right, that was a problem because it's making us look like what we're doing is wrong. And none of us have been here this long. And the process is to get to know other people. So her saying stuff like that is casting a bad light on everybody. And I absolutely do agree. Huda was doing too much. Huda was doing too much at the recoupling. She was in everybody's business. And for me, it was very disingenuous. And it was coming from a place of, my situation is tight. My situation is locked down. I'm sorry that you guys don't have this. That's how it felt. That's how it looked. And I'm glad that he said something to Jeremiah, because it was right. It was just like, basically, get your girl, because she's doing too much, but also getting into his head. Little man is playing the game. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I think I'm going to rock with him, because this is a game and he's the only one playing it. Jeremiah is playing it as well. But I love the fact that Ace is just so slick with it. Ain't nobody catching him just yet. Speaking of Huda, girl, me and you, we're having a time. I really wanted to hold space for the single mom on the show, but you are getting on my nerves, because that stunt that she pulled, I did not like it at all. Crying and just having everybody baby her, because after Alondria told her to chill, she's cool, they'll talk about it later. Huda storms off and she's crying, Shelly is, and remember we talked about this. Remember we talked about this before this season even started. I was just like, I hope the Black girls do not fall into a mammy position and start to mammying everybody on this show. And it happened. Episode 3, we are here. Shelly is babying Huda and saying, it's okay. No, it's fine. You're all right. Oh, no, your feelings are valid. No, her feelings are not valid. What she did was inappropriate. She's a grown woman. And another grown woman whose business she was in told her, chill, it's okay. Me and you will talk later. Not right now. The girl is literally being embarrassed on camera. And here you go with your commentary. Oh, that's horrible. I don't like what they did. You're a beautiful person. You guys are goddesses. I can't believe they did that to you. It didn't feel like it was coming from a good place. Even if it was, that wasn't the time for you to do all of that. The way Alondria shut her down was far too kind, in my opinion. Because I would have said, Huda, shut the Huda up. Like, girl, not right now. This is about me. I'm sitting here with a camera right in my face, catching my reaction as this boy with a retainer rumbling around in his mouth embarrasses me. I don't need you side coaching me right now. So she does all this crying. Shelly runs over. Come on. I'll put you on my teeth and help you out, missus. I hate that. I hate that. Let them handle it. Everybody there is an adult. Let them work it out. Black women, sit down. Nobody needs to be mothered on your bosom. It's okay. They can figure it out. You are not needed. So while all of that is happening, Alondria is looking and she's like, oh, what's she crying for? What happened? Because she can't even comprehend in her grown mind why this grown woman is crying about something that did not affect her. She was the only one still sitting over there coupled up. Every other heifer was embarrassed. So she's not comprehending. And then she says, oh, is that about me? Gagged. And then she immediately goes in her confessional. I just really want to take care of it because I don't want to be seen as the mean girl. Because she knows, being a black woman, being a dark-skinned black woman, everybody's going to vilify her. And that's exactly what they did. But shout out to black women, because we said, and Ariana. Shout out to black woman Ariana and the gays, because we said absolutely not. Y'all are not going to paint that narrative against our girl. But because Alondria knows what it is, she has to swallow her feelings and everything that happened to her. Because remember, nothing happened to Huda. Huda's man stayed with her. They stayed coupled up. She didn't get embarrassed. But Alondria has to swallow what just happened to her and run over there and baby this grown woman. She's apologizing and everything. I'm like, what the hell are you apologizing? You did nothing wrong. What are you apologizing for? But she has to apologize. Because what she's thinking and feeling is absolutely happening. People of color are vilifying her and making her the bad guy. And it's simply because she is a black woman. There's no other way to call that. There's no other way to call that. If you saw it in a way where Alondria was wrong and she was bullying Huda, you are a racist. Point blank, period. There is nothing that Alondria did to warrant this woman's reaction. And she did that because she knew she would get special treatment. And that's exactly what happened. Everybody ran to her and protected her because the big black woman hurt her feelings. Tell as old as time, story of my freaking life. But I don't care no more. I don't care no more. Oh, Nikki bullied me. Yeah, I did it. Come back and I'm going to bully you again. Get out of my face. I hated that moment. Huda, me and you, we're not doing good right now. Hope you redeem yourself, mama, because you on my list. And that's not where you want to be. I didn't like how you treated Alondria. You absolutely used your proximity to whiteness to paint her in a bad light. And I felt my heart broke watching that sister run over to her after another sister babied and mammied her on the teat, run over there and just apologize. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I didn't want you to think that, because she knows. She knows what she has to do to get ahead. Because if she stood her ground, everybody would say that she is a bad, evil, nasty person and doesn't deserve this spot. Welcome to Black womanhood. Huda, you on my list. You are on my list. Whatever Jeremiah does from here, none of my business. She is not a victim. And can be honest with you, I'm seeing a bit of a mean girl. And not just because of the situation that just happened, right? I'm not saying she's a mean girl because I'm Team Alondria. I'm saying she's a mean girl because I've been seeing some things in Huda. And I'm telling you, we're going to see who she really is when a bombshell comes that Jeremiah's loins can't deny. Oh, we're going to see who she really is. Just you wait. Let's get into Nick. Oh, he's so happy. He had a great time this episode. A great time. He was so happy with his Sierra, but I see that he was still trying to make it work with Bella. I don't think that Nicholas wants to make it work with Bella, right? But Nicholas doesn't want to be looked at as a bad guy because Bella is like very innocent. And at least that's how she portrays, and at least that's how the cast treats her. So he knows that if he doesn't fix it, he's going to be the bad guy. And all the guys are going and telling him, go talk to Bella, because it's just not going to look good, because Bella is crying and Bella is saying, she doesn't like how this feels. She still wants to be with him. So he has to fix it. And I think by him fixing it, he made it worse for himself, because I do not think that he is still attracted to Bella and that he's still in a relationship with Bella. I think Sierra is the one that he wants for now, but I think he said that to Bella so that Bella can stop crying and stop talking about how she's hurt over Nick, because that will not make him look good, especially with the women. So I think he was absolutely doing damage control, but I think he did damage control in the worst way, because your damage control was leading Bella on and still making her think that there's a chance. And we both know, Nick, there's not a chance with you and Bella. Like, he's not attracted to her. He wanted her, but they're just not on the same page, and he don't want to waste his time. He needs to say that in a better way. But he didn't, and he just made it even more complicated for himself. Poor thing. Somebody on TikTok compared him to James Marsden, and I can actually see it. Let's go over to my girl Alondria, aka Serena, and Taylor. So Alondria was feeling some sort of way about Taylor. You know what? Thank you, Lord. She's playing the game as well. Her apologizing to Huda, I think she knows that she didn't do anything wrong, but she was doing that because she had to. And she's doing the same thing with Taylor, right? Because Alondria, she don't got no beef with nobody. She don't got no issue. If there is something, she fixes it right away. She's going to make sure that her walk on this show is squeaky clean. Smart lady. We finally found a woman that's playing the game. So anyway, she sits down with Taylor because Taylor's just like, I got to talk to her because she obviously feels some sort of way. And they sit down and have a conversation. And she's just like, I did feel a little bit disrespected because I'm sitting here wanting to stay couple up with you. And you got up and you said that you wanted to explore with Sierra. That made me feel some sort of way. And Taylor was just like, well, listen, I was cool with you when you wouldn't kiss Ace. So why can't you be cool with me when I am going up there saying that I still want to explore with Sierra? And I told you that's why he did it. Homie was butthurt. He did not like that. He said he was cool. He's lying. You can't chip at a man's ego like that. He did not like that. So he got back at her, and now she feels some sort of way about it. So now they're even. And they're back. But that's exactly why he did that, because she kissed Ace. So he was just like, you're not going to play me. He stood up with Sierra. And Alondria, she was upset for a minute, but then she apologized to him later. She's just like, you know what? I get it. I do understand. I can't be mad at you for exploring your options when I was doing the same thing. And then she was like, it also taught me that I need to stop taking at this relationship so seriously. And I need to go out there and explore and do my thing. And Taylor was like, well, wait. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. You want to explore? Wait, what that mean? And she's like, oh, no. Taylor, you're going to have to do a lot more to keep Alondria, because I'm so concerned for him, because I think the producers are going to send in bombshells for Shelly and Alondria. I think they are. And I think you're in trouble, Taylor, because I feel like Alondria is going to rock with him until something better comes along. But I also think that even if something better comes along, she won't entertain it if Taylor is aggressive with pursuing her. And right now he is not. Let's get into the many personalities of Bella. So poor Bella was really hurt about Nick. And she, this is the thing. We've all been there, right? She's I think it wasn't Sierra. It was Huda. She was with Huda and she was crying and she was a little heartbroken or whatever. And she was just like, I'm a prize. I came here to be a light. And that's my purpose, to be here, to be a light. But I didn't like, just not feeling valued. I'm valued. And it's not because of Nick. And I'm like, oh girl, it absolutely is because of Nick. Because she liked him, right? But she didn't show him that she liked him. And now that he's with somebody else, it's like it's going to be even more difficult to show him that you like him, because it's like, Bella, you were given a little dry, right? So you have to pursue people on this show as well. Again, I don't think she is used to pursuing. It's just not her thing. So she's going to have a really hard time on this show, because the men and the women have to pursue each other to keep a connection, because there's so many people here. They're going to get pulled different ways. So you have to do what you have to do to keep the attention of the person that you're interested in. And so she's lying and saying that her tears are not about Nick. She's absolutely dealing with rejection, right? But she does something that a lot of church girls do, especially young church girls. She is starting to spiral into spiritual psychosis. And I say that because when the pain that she's experiencing, or just the hurt and a little rejection that she's experiencing, she doesn't want to experience it. So she's going to feel that pain with all of, this Christian propaganda. And now it's, no, I'm not hurt because he rejected me. I'm hurt because I'm a light. I'm supposed to be a light. I'm supposed to be the salt of the earth. That's why Jesus Christ has me here. And because that is not happening, I'm falling apart. No, you're crying and you're hurt because you really like Nick. And now there's another woman that has taken his attention, who is showing him that she is just as interested, and you feel bad because you cannot compete. And instead of dealing with that and going and getting your man, you are spiraling into this spiritual psychosis. And baby, I don't care how many scriptures you read, it will not dead that pain. You got to put some action to it, mama. You got to put some action to it. So anyway, later in the episode, Nicholas goes to talk to her because he's doing damage control, right? I will say this. I don't think that Nicholas and Bella are done. I think that Nicholas and Bella could be a thing if Bella shows interest. Like, girl, you're saying that you like him, but you're not doing anything to show him that you like him. You got to go get him. Pull him for a chat. You know what I mean? Jump in a pool with him. Do something to show him that you're interested, but you're just saying it. So he pulls her, doing damage control. And Bella had about several accents in this entire interaction. Poor baby. Like at some point, she was like giving New Eurekan. And it was just like really weird, because she was just like, I'm sorry, Bella. You're such a cutie. You're adorable. She's like, I'm a cutoff queen. Like, I'm like, who is that? What else did she say? She was just like, I'm an independent woman now. So, anybody could come get me. It's so... I was like, what in a Rosie Perez? There's so many personalities there. But again, she's young. She's young. She's a baby. She's a lot she's gonna figure out. She's not gonna be the same person at 30. I think by the time she hits 30, because this happens to a lot of Christian girls, I think as she starts approaching 30, she's gonna settle into a personality. And I don't want this for her, but it does happen a lot. And I think the personality will probably be Christian girl influencer, trad wife, who decorates her house in only beige and drinks raw milk. I don't want that for you, mama. But that's the path you're going down. And she is adorable. And I think there is a space for someone like this, but I just do not see her lasting long, because Bella is just giving lazy. She's not pursuing anyone. She's saying that she loves Nick. Like, Sierra even comes over to talk to her. And, Bella's just like, do you want anybody else? Because I'm really into Nick. And Sierra's just like, no, I want him. And Bella's like, girl, go get him. You got to pursue him. It's still early, but she won't do it. And I'm just like, these men are not going to chase you if you don't give them an opening to make them believe that there's something there. Even when she was talking to Nick, it was like the conversation was still like a little defensive, right? It was just like you rejected me, you didn't want to choose me, so I'm an independent woman and like do what you do. But I'm right here. I'm right here. Girl, what? Do you like him? You're telling Sierra that you like him. You're not telling Nick that you like him. Again, this is a game show. You got to put in some work. And I don't think Mama is used to that. I don't think that she's used to that. So she's going to have a hard time on this show. Let's get into Huda and Jeremiah, right? So Huda and Jeremiah are having a conversation, and this is before they go to the doc. I hate this for Huda, even though me and her, she's not my cup of tea right now, but I hate this for her because I feel like this relationship is going to crash and burn. She's so secure in this relationship to the point where it's giving her a false sense of superiority, right? Because she's just like, oh my gosh, she's talking to Jeremiah and she's just like, oh, we're in such a good place. And, you know, we're the parents. We're the parents of everybody else. You know, we're the most emotionally mature. It's not even been 48 hours. Y'all the parents? How so? Mama, that's too fast. That's too fast. You have to slow down. She did in this episode say that she feels like Jeremiah is love bombing her. And I don't think she feels it. I think she knows it. But she likes this feeling. So she's not going to shut it down. And that's an issue, sis. You know he's playing with you. But you're going to live in the moment. Even though you know that all of his intentions and his actions are false. Anyway, she says that they are, you know, the parents and they're the most emotionally mature. After that little stunt you pulled with Alondria, I don't think you're emotionally mature at all. You have the emotional maturity of a toddler that's teething. I don't see emotional maturity at all. Why in the hell were you crying after that interaction? I know why, but I want you to give me a better reason. You won't. Anyway, she decides to pull Jeremiah to the side and explain to him, or I would say let him know that she has a child, but I mean the way she took forever to get to the point, she was freaking him out. He was like, I'm spooked right now. I'm spooked. What is it? And she's like, well, I have a child. And Jeremiah was like, you have a child? At 24? I will say that was his honest reaction. That was his honest reaction because he's thinking about himself. And he's like, we're so young. You have a kid? Like if I was 24, 25 and I spoke to someone and they said they had a kid, I would be a little gobsmacked as well. It's a little gag worthy, right? To hear somebody 24 at that age, right? So I get him being like that, but I think that was his honest reaction. I think when he did all of this, I think he was stalling because he has to prepare for his next move. And he's either going to get out of this and stay in this. My recommendation, Maya, would be for you to get out of this, right? Because you are going to look extremely terrible if you tell this woman this entire season that you can't wait to meet her daughter and y'all start playing house. And then as soon as this show wraps, you're out of there. That will not work well for you. If I were you, I would get with the next bombshell, or I would try to get with Shelly because she's going straight to the top. That's the star right there. Anybody getting with Shelly is getting the money. Anybody getting with Shelly is getting the money. That's the smartest move you could ever make. But staying with Huda after she has a child and you're not serious, because this guy right here, oh, he is starting his reality TV star career. He's going to be on A Perfect Match. He's going to be on MTV's The Challenge. He's going to be on any new reality show coming up. And he is going to make sure he keeps a relationship with Love Island USA. He's going to be on Love Island All-Star Games, Winter Summer Games, or whatever. He's going to be around this. He's going to make this his career. Him and Ace. Ace doesn't give me so much he wants to be a reality TV star. Ace is an actor. And he is using this to catapult him into acting. And for what I see right now, it's probably going to work for him. But he is not ready to be nobody's father. So it'd be wise for him to get out of this situation now where he will not be judged. If you stay in it, you then will be judged because you are leading this woman along. You ain't trying to be nobody's father. Not right now. And if you do happen to be somebody's father, I guarantee you it's by accident. You are not ready. Of course, why would it be? He's 25. Live your life. He's trying to make this a bigger opportunity for him. Speaking of Jeremiah, I was on a little TikTok. Don't worry, I'm taking a fast from TikTok. It's too much. I got to get productive. And I happened along this video, and I remember people were saying a girl, I think on Twitter, had talked about Jeremiah being her high school bully. But then I saw this video.
No fucking
Wait, show me the picture.
This is him. This is my high school. No way. When did he get hot?
I'm gonna play it again.
Fucking way. He literally used to bully me. No fucking
Wait, show me the picture.
This is him. This is my high school. No way. When did he get hot?
So I guess that's the girl that was saying that Jeremiah was her high school bully, and her friend was recording her, and she said in the caption that when you're watching Love Island and you see your high school bully. So I'm telling you, the Jeremiah that we are meeting on this show is not the real Jeremiah. He is playing the game. Ace knows it, and he is going to do whatever he can to take that man down because he knows that he's his competition. Ace is very smart. Ace knows that Jeremiah is playing the game, and he's doing a great job, and he knows he got to get him out. And Ace also knows that Shelly is a star. Because what Ace is trying to do is explore and have fun and then lock in with Shelly for the last 3 weeks to get that money. Play the game, Papa. Play the game. Oh, we also didn't talk about the Plantation Queen. This is the video. This is the reason why the Plantation Queen, the Plantation Princess, this is the reason why Yelisa was removed from Love Island. This is actually from People magazine. Let me bring up the article. They actually broke the news on why she was removed, and it is absolutely confirmed for what we talked about last night. It says Love Island USA announces Yelisa Escobar's sudden exit after videos with racist slurs surface. Videos of Yelisa Escobar saying racist slurs on a podcast resurfaced ahead of the season 7 premiere, prompting audience to vow to vote her off the show. Peacock announced 18 minutes into the 7th season's episode on Wednesday, June 4th, that the original Islander, Yelisa Escobar, is no longer on the show. People contacted Peacock for further comment, and the streamer confirmed her departure, but did not provide further details about her exit. Peacock announced the cast on Thursday, May 29th. After the cast announcement, audience uncovered instances of Escobar saying racist slurs per TMZ. That messy TMZ. According to the outlet, it was discovered that Escobar said the N-word on 2 separate podcasts. Here is the video of Escobar's racial slurring.
Nigga. Like, bye, bitch.
Oh, wait. Let me remove that.
Right, you fuck my nigga, perfect, but that's it. Like now I'm fucking my nigga. He's my nigga. Like bye, bitch. Right, you fuck my.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, black people do not talk like that. That's so weird. It's so weird when, like, you hear non-black people using a ebonics, child. When you hear non-black people using ebonics, it's like they put wording in places that we would never say that. It's so weird. But here's the thing. A lot of people have to be very careful of their digital footprint. And it is very obvious that she is trying to make some kind of name for herself. And so whatever she was trying to do on that podcast, she was trying to go viral. And she didn't go viral from that podcast. But she did go viral from that podcast when she got one of the biggest opportunities of her career. Sucks to be you. And also, before we end, let's quickly get into this guy right here that we were talking about. Remember, we were talking about Kyle, I think that's his name, Kyle Asherman from Love Island, UK. Yeah, Kyle Ashman. Deadline posted the article about him saying that he was dumped from Love Island, UK before entering the villa and ahead of the season 12 premiere. Kyle Ashman will not enter the Love Island UK villa hours after ITV2 revealed the cast for the summer 2025 series. Ashman was one of the Islanders confirmed to enter the reality dating series hosted by Maya Jama, but an incident from the past forced producers to axe his appearance. For personal reasons, Kyle will not be entering the Love Island villa as planned, ITV said in a statement to Deadline. Deadline confirmed that none of the Islanders have entered the villa in Mallorca, and this will not affect the game. It's a game show. Multiple reports say Ashman was involved in a machete attack incident. The Sun reported that the Love Island hopeful had been arrested on suspicion of being involved in the attack. In a statement, Ashman denies involvement. He said, I fully cooperated with the police investigation and made it very clear that I had no involvement in the incident. I am not a violent person, and any suggestion otherwise is a mischaracterization. And then this young man did a video to plead his case.
I'm sure you've seen the news circulating. I'm innocent. There was no further action. I'm not a bad guy. Honestly, I'm not a bad guy. I'm a normal guy from a normal place. An opportunity arose to find love. I grabbed it with both hands and it's been taken away from me. I've seen all the support pages and who knows, maybe I'll get a chance to go on Casa Amor or as a bombshell, get back in and show you who I really am. Show you that I'm not a bad guy. We'll see.
Now that made me, I'm rooting for him. I want him to come on the show. I thought that was so cute. I mean, if he was not charged with anything, why is it a big deal? I don't understand. I think they should let him back on the show. He seems really fun, really sweet, really entertaining. I would like to see him and holding that cup of tea, saying, I'm not a bad guy. I like him. I want to see him on the show. Hopefully he comes on as a bombshell. I know America, a machete attack, that's nothing over here. Like, so maybe send him to America. I want to see that. Make him an American bombshell. We will accept him. Knife attacks are nothing. Anyway, that's all I had to say about this review. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. I'm going to get some of your older comments. I'm first going to start off with a super chat from Obviously Me. Obviously Me said, I need for Belgian waffles to stand on business, his feelings, and close things off with Bella. I get that, but I'm with the guys on this one. I think it's far too soon to be closing off. It's far too soon, y'all. Like, it's 3 episodes for us, 2 days for them. It's too soon. It's too soon. Cha-ching, Obviously Me. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me get some older comments. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. Blue Jay said, I won't big up white woman, but Ari got cheated on by that questionable man. And she said, never again will you see me kiss my tail while you look up, child. And she's been collecting coins ever since. She's been collecting coins ever since. Janelle said, I think it said that all these people have had these high body counts to be in their early 20s. I will say, I think that everybody was putting 20 on 10 with the body counts, except for Nazi Kevin Federline. Oh, let me bring your comment back up. Nazi Kevin Federline, I absolutely think that his numbers are correct. Here is why. No shade. I say this as a working class Black American. He gives me poverty. He gives me white American, Pennsylvania Dutch poverty, right? And no shade, just real tea. Impoverished whites freaked out. Let me tell you something. They don't be getting jobs, but they be getting it in. They be them people in them Appalachian Mountains, and I know this because I watch a lot of ID channel, and I'm telling you, they are getting it in the Appalachians. Okay, any white impoverished community, city, town, all of them got a high body count. It could be because of depression. They're just having like a lot of sex, so like endorphins to keep them from being sad. I don't know what it is, but I believe his numbers. And I think he cut them numbers down to not seem too weird. I absolutely believe his numbers. Caucasian impoverished people have a lot of sex. Very freaked out community. Those numbers I do believe with Austin. Everybody else is putting 20 on 10. And Charlie is lying. Charlie's numbers were a little higher than he was actually saying. Blue Jay said, oh, I got Blue Jay. Let's get Spency. Spency said, Austin's voice makes me so uncomfortable. My queen should not have to deal with that. Austin's voice doesn't fit his face. We're looking for something like deeper and raspier. And then you hear Justin Timberlake from when he was on the Disney Channel. From when he was a part of the Mickey Mouse Club. It's very weird. It's a very... Get away from them. Hey, Dreadful Ruby. Dreadful Ruby said, Shelly might be the most beautiful human ever. Oh, she's gorgeous. I was on her TikTok. Oh, she's taking it. I'm like captivated by her beauty with the personality to match. She's got all the star power. She sure does. I saw that Charlie had pulled Shelly for a chat, but it wasn't shown. They were talking on the beanbag in the background. I wonder what they talk about and why it was cut. Well, they probably just had them in the background just to keep the audience thinking that might happen. But if they cut it, it probably wasn't an important conversation. They should really have like a full stream of this show like they do for Big Brother, that you can like watch it on their YouTube channel or something, because I feel like there is some good stuff that we missed, but they cut for time. But I don't think that conversation with Shelly and Charlie had anything interesting in it. I'm telling you, production loves him. I just know it. I know they love that kid. What is it? Guys, Amaya. I am missing something. I don't think the men are going up for Huda like that. I don't see it. I'm telling you, he is the Rob of the season. Ace is the Rob of the season. Even if she didn't have that intention, she was condescending, and her crying and falling apart after that. Not my cup of tea. Sarah said, I think it's a bit of both sensing Jeremiah's game, and he is also feeling Huda. I hope I see what y'all see about Ace and Huda. I hope I see it. I really do think that he likes Shelly, But I think he's playing the game, y'all. Smitty said, Huda is such a pick me, and people on social were like, she's one of them women who change when they get a boyfriend. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She has no political beliefs. Her only political beliefs are what her boyfriend thinks. She's very my man. Very. Hey, JL. JL said, hi, Nikki. You are so diligent with these everyday lives. Kudos to you. Thank you. I'm trying to stay as committed as I can because I'm going to be traveling for like 2 weeks. So I'm like, let me spoil them because I don't know if I can keep this up. Eva said, yes, Huda was being condescending with that comment, and it really makes sense after the whole I'm so emotionally mature. Child. It was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. Sarah said, Huda acts like a kid, which is weird because she was talking about being mature on day one. She's the most emotional mature. Eleanor said, yeah, no, I'm no longer rocking with her. I hate how there's a trend of Black women being seen as aggressive by being assertive. There was nothing that Alondria did to make that woman cry. I hated that. Blue Jay said, I'm curious if they would keep Austin until the end, though it's probably for ratings. But ain't it funny? Homegirl love Trump for her root from her rooter to a tutor, but a white man is as racist as you stays. But they will never wake up. I don't know. I don't think they'll keep Austin to the end. Here's the thing: Austin is boring. Even without his political views, he's boring. There is nothing interesting about him. None of the girls want to get with him. The boys don't hang with him. He's just boring. I really don't know why they picked him. Maybe they didn't have a lot of white guys to pick from. I don't know. But I'm like, there weren't two Nicholases. I mean, he is boring. Spency said, Huda is so annoying, so male-centered, and she dragged her mother reveal. I'm sorry, I want Jeremiah to leave her. I want Huda and Jeremiah out. Well, hold on, Spency. She's not my cup of tea, but we need the drama. We need the drama. B. Nichols said, why did Alondria even have to apologize? She didn't do anything wrong. She apologized because, let's be real, as a Black woman, you see a non-Black woman crying, and if it's about you, you know what's going to happen. You know where that will lead to. Alondria was extremely smart to get it. I hate how she had to eat that, but it was extremely smart of her to do that. I am now clocking in to Alondria playing the game. Oh, they're absolutely going to give Kaylor. They're doing it already. Listen, in the real world, we will hope that she wouldn't apologize, but she had to on the show. She had to. Eva Ripley said, Shelly did defend Alondria, though. She did tell her it wasn't even like that. I do hate that she felt the need to baby her, though. Agreed. Amirio said, yeah, Huda was doing too much, and Alondria shouldn't have had to apologize. She shouldn't have had to, but, you know. We know why she did. Dreadful says she even said she knew she was trying to be supportive. Yep. Imani said, OMG, yes. Huda made no sense saying she could have pulled her in private. She said she'll talk to you about it later. I also wish Alondria didn't apologize. I hate to see her gaslight herself. She had to. It was not that deep for her to be crying at all, but we've all been on the end of that manipulation. We've all been on the end of non-Black tears. Child, especially in the workplace. Dangerous. A to-be shamar more. I can kind of see it. Dreadful said, and she's not wrong, the reaction from the audience was horrifying over nothing, but that's why she apologized. She's very smart. Oh, she's absolutely a sweetheart. A total sweetheart. Love Like You Are said they would have to peel me off a Love Island entrance if Alondria went home. That's my sister. She's not going nowhere. Oh, no. We're getting her and Shelly to the end. Obviously, me said it's funny that Huda said that Jeremiah and her are the most mature, but then Huda said that she didn't want to tell Jeremiah about her child because she wanted to see if he was mature enough. She's all over the place. But again, we also have to realize that Huda, now that her child is getting older, is starting from when she became a parent. So I think she became a parent at 19. So she had to clock in out of being a teenager and become a mom. now that her child is getting a bit older, and maybe it's not that old, but there's, she probably goes to daycare for a certain amount of time, and she doesn't have to lock in everything. She got a couple minutes to herself, and she's on this show, and she's finally around her age mates. We also have to realize that she's a bit stunted, because at 19, she stopped being a teenager and started to be a mom. Now that she doesn't have that responsibility of her child right here for her to clock in and be a mom, she's now able to be a young person again. But the last time she was a young person was 19. So this is where we're at with Huda. She's very stunted, but mature in a way as a mother, but stunted in a way as an overall person. So that's what we're dealing with her as well. Victoria said, Huda crying over being checked is wild. Like, girl, you were fine to make all of these out-of-pocket comments, then acted like someone wronged you when Alondria kindly said we can chat later. And then she's so deeply invested in all the relationships. She was crying and telling Alondria, oh, I couldn't believe you said that. Like, aren't we sisters? Girl, y'all don't know each other. Sisters? What is happening? But again, she's 19. She's 19. Oh, me either. That's the beauty, I'm telling you, to the young people in here who are watching. And I'm talking about like 20s. If you're like in your 20s, right? Such a weird time. It was, I had a good time, but it was such a weird time, right? Trying to figure out who I am. Oh my God. The beauty of getting older, especially as a woman, is one, saying no to every and any damn thing. I love saying no. I love saying no. And another thing is not giving a damn. I don't care. I don't care. I used to care if people, like, if I knew that somebody didn't like me, I was like, oh my God, how do I fix it? Now I don't care. I don't care. I don't like you. I don't care. All right. Does not, like, rolls off. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Do what you need to do. I am fine. That is the beauty of getting older. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Spency said, Austin, the British colonizer, are our first, but Huda and her foreign preferences, love out of here second. I will say this. I just thought about that when I read foreign. Ace is really, really trying to get Jeremiah out of here. Because when he said that to him, knowing that they're on camera, oh, your type is foreign, right? So what you gonna do when a foreign chick get here? What's gonna happen? That is not the only time that Ace is going to say that. Ace is going to say that again, and it's going to be to the women. And that's going to get to Huda. That boy playing the game. That boy playing the game. B. Nickel said, I think that Nick and Sierra actually make a good couple. Me too. I hope people don't try to convince him to get back with Bella, because Bella's going to be doing all that crying. I hope so too. I hope they stay together. Amaya said, I couldn't believe that Bella was pretending to be so surprised and hurt by Nick's decision. I don't know why she was either, child. Love Like You Are said, and Sierra is not letting up on Nick, so Bella asking her about other options was a waste. She was like, are you locked in on Nick, or do you see anybody else? And Sierra was like, no. I like Sierra. He does need to be honest, because he is playing with somebody that is very, very fragile. And I'm like, dude, it is not going to work in your favor. It is not going to work in your favor. B. Nichols said Taylor felt mugged off in UK terms. We're international here, if you didn't know. Dreadful said, Bella would make me uncomfortable in the villa. If she thinks she is classy and having high values, what she's implying about the rest of them. She can take things slow without what feels like jabs. Well, baby, that's American Christianity. That is American Christianity. American Christians, all of them, not all of them, I won't say that because I'm one, but not really. I'm a different. I gotta find another way to identify myself, but it's 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 a superiority complex. Like it is, they have this idea that they are better than everyone, and it's like if you're not doing what I am doing, you're low. You're not. So that it gives, it's very uppity. It gives off like, you're doing that. Oh, I don't do that. I'm the light of the world. I would never do something like that. Okay. You can say that now because you're 22 and you're living under your parents' covering. So right now, your Jesus is actually your mom and your dad. When you get out in the real world and mommy and daddy can't come and save you like they used to because you're no longer under their covering, you're going to meet the Lord in an entirely different way. And you're going to cringe at the times when you look down and talked about people going through things that you are now currently going through and you don't know how you're going to get through it. It's better to mind your business and stay focused on the path that God has for you and stop looking at everybody else and commenting and judging. Because when it's you, you're going to want some grace that you never gave. Imani said, I agree with Alondria when she said he could still explore Sierra without leaving the coupling. Here's the thing. He left the coupling because he does not want to be with Bella. I knew when that boy, when I think it was Ace was asking him, how was it with Bella? He said, oh, it was great. We were just holding hands the entire time. He want to have some fun. He want to get a little freaky dicky at adult summer camp. And that's not going to happen with Bella. He don't feel like it. Dreadful said, the kiss is so different from standing up to be recoupled because that meant he was willing to let Alondria go home. This is always the risk. Taylor is not thinking because Taylor is not playing the game. Taylor did that to dig at Alondria because instead of telling her that he felt some way about Ace, her kissing Ace, he lied and said that he was cool and then did the same thing because he wanted her to feel the same hurt and embarrassment that he felt when she kissed Ace. She's here to be a light. She's here to be a light. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She's absolutely going to get with like some Jesus freak baseballer. And her views are going to be his views. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Girl, just say you got your feelings hurt by that boy. Imani said the amount of people who spiral into spiritual psychosis to not deal with pain. Woo! I personally know a few, and it surprises me that it's so many young people. Well, it's so many young people because they don't know. They don't like. This is the thing. Young people do not have a relationship like with whoever they believe in religiously. Right at this point, they're believing what their parents tell them to believe. So they don't have a relationship with their God or whatever entity they believe in. They have it with their parents. So it's how their parents feel about some things, right? Their parents at this point are their God. When they get out into the real world, that's when they decide if this is what they want to believe, if this is working for them, because that's when the real work starts. That's when the real walk with whatever you believe in, whatever God you believe in starts. When you don't got your parents coming in and fixing everything. You got to fix it on your own. That's when it starts. But it's always going to be like that for young people. It's always going to be like that with young people. She has so many because it's whatever she's picking up on, whatever she thinks is popular, whatever she thinks is cool, because she's not yet comfortable with herself. So she either leans on her religion or she leans on whatever culture is popular right now. But she's young. Blue Jay said, question, do spiritual distress because religion doesn't give tools to deal with the reality of life? If praying, fasting, etc. doesn't work, what then? Absolutely, that's what happens because people are not, especially in America, I can only speak for American Christianity. You are not taught how to survive. You're just taught how to judge and close off from other people. You're not really you're not taught the Bible. You're just taught certain things from the Bible, and it's all to form for you to form an idea and a personality that can be controlled. It's when you start going through that Bible, right? And it's not only just going through the Bible, it's also getting different texts that teach you about the Bible. Because what happens is when you're like reading and studying and learning the Bible, you also have to take into context that this was written at a certain time for a certain culture, especially the first beginning of the Bible. That's literally just speaking to Jewish people. That's for the Jews. It's Jews in history, right? The New Testament, that's for the Christians. Everything else before that, God is literally speaking to Jewish people. And it's just the history of what your faith is. But the New Testament is for the Christians. But if you are not reading and studying the Bible, you don't know that. You're just picking certain things and you're hooting and hollering and speaking in tongues, and you don't really know anything, but you just know you had a good time at church and the songs were great and the fried chicken was so fresh. That's it. It's when you also get older and really start to study and read and learn the text of what you believe in. You realize that it's either for you or it's not for you, or it's for you in a certain way. But when you're young, crazy town, because you're not really taught how to survive outside of your religion and what you believe and what you have been told to believe. Just John said, I don't think Bella behaving the way she does is about being Christian. She is used to riding on her looks, and she is low-key mad AF that she is not being chosen. Absolutely. But I think she is relying on her religion as an excuse for why things are happening the way it's happening, right? It could be, oh, this is happening to me because I'm a light in a dark place and this is the devil. No, he's just not interested in you because you're boring. But you can easily excuse that for something else and put yourself into this spiritual psychosis where everything is just the enemy and everybody is wrong and attacking you. And it's just like, that's not what's happening here. Wake up. Danny said, nothing wrong with being a slow burner and being Christian, but homegirl needs to find another show. Absolutely. Nothing is wrong with that. But that ain't Love Island. But the thing is, she's not taking him seriously because she's just not attracted to him. But I'm like, that guy is most in common to who she is. Like, that coupling makes sense, but she doesn't want it. She wants a Nick. She wants a Nick. It's not. Poor thing is not Chastity Island. And I'm interested to see how she is going to react when all of these challenges come, because we haven't even gotten to the nasty challenges on Love Island. Is the show going to keep her for the heart rate challenge? What is she going to do? I think so too. And I honestly think when we get a real white American bottle blonde, step into the villa, that's when we're going to get some action. Riri, I can always say Riri, I'm sorry. The RRI said, I learned from Secret Lives of College Girls that women won't pursue because it's too high stakes on their end. Is the fiction telling the truth? I was so stressed and depressed in college. I ain't pursued nobody. I don't know. And I also went to performing arts college, so everybody was gay. So I don't know. Somebody tell me I can't get that. When I was in college, it was a totally different time. Dreadful Ruby said, well, she shouldn't have kept a major part of her life secret. It was manipulative, making sure you trust him. No, she already said invested, which is what she meant. Yeah, I would have led with that. I would have been like, hi, this is who I am. I'm also a mother. And I think she didn't say anything because she she said in her real life, she has been judged and probably rejected, and she didn't want that to happen. So I don't know how it's going to work out for her, but I think that Jeremiah is fine with her having a kid. But he has to play this wisely, and I don't know if he will. Yeah, absolutely. At my big age, I don't want to date a parent. Thankfully, I'm a millennial, so a lot of us don't have kids, so it's like been pretty easy for me. And I'm also in LA, so it's like been very easy for me to like find a millennial guy who does not have children to date. But that's a big ask. That's a big ask. And I'm very particular about how the baby mama's got to be. I'm very particular. So it's a lot. It's a lot that comes with that. But shout out to the parents who are dating. You deserve love and you will get it. You will get it. Yeah, Ace is calling it out because he sees it. He sees it. He absolutely see it. Jasmine said, I feel like the people who claim they're emotionally mature over and over again are never emotionally mature. Huda is trying, she's projecting what she wants this relationship, what she wants this relationship to be. I think that Huda is very aware that the relationship with Jeremiah is fickle and it probably won't last long. She is naming it because she wants it to be that. She wants her and Jeremiah to be the parents of Love Island, like the mom and dad of everybody. They're locked in and they're the ones coaching and making sure everybody stays together. She wants her and Jeremiah to be the emotionally mature couple, but she knows that's not what it is because she even said he's love bombing her. She knows it. She wants it to be something else. She does not want her reality to be her reality. So she's trying to force, right? Especially when she says things to Jeremiah, she's trying to force him to be something that he is just not going to be. I don't think Jeremiah is going to regret anything until his type hits the villa. He does. He does. Because it's just not going to work out for him if he drops that woman as soon as the show ends. Great TV. It will be great TV. It will be great TV. Just Jonathan said Ace and Jeremiah talking about foreign-ish coming into the house was very telling about the both of them. Absolutely. Ace loses stock with me every time he opens his mouth. Aggravating. I get it, but he's playing the game. Let him play the game. Let him play the game. Oh, he is. He absolutely is. He absolutely is. Oh no, I never said that. I no, his type is foreign. His type is foreign. I think Ace just didn't want to say white. I'm telling you, when a real bottle blonde, white American bottle blonde woman walks into that villa, I want to see how them boys gonna react. I want to see how them boys gonna react. Maureen said Jeremiah should go for Shelly. Take that, Ace. He can only play her for so long. Oh, that's why you said that, Jasmine. I get why you said that. I don't think he would go after Shelly because he's actually attracted to her and wants to be with a black woman. He will go after Shelly because he wants to win. And I feel like Jeremiah has been playing the game from day one, and he's more interested in the game than finding love. I don't know. I feel like they've done a little something. They were sucking each other's tongues in bed, so they have done a little something. But I'm not sure if they're going to get intimate after the revelation that she has a child. I love, like you are said, Ace and Jeremiah are going to end up fighting at a fire pit like Timmy and Jeff from Love Island season 4. Them boys ain't that dumb. They're not going to risk their money. the producers, they had to know those videos were out there. Here's the thing about background checks. They only know what you give them. They can only check what you give them. So if you give them your social media, if you give them your email, that's it, right? If you give them your name, right, that's it. But if you are out there under a different name, a different talent name, they're not going to be able to catch that because that's not what you gave them. So the background checks, they're only checking what you put out there, what you wrote in the application. If she was under that podcast under a different name, or didn't tell them about that podcast, they wouldn't accord it. They wouldn't accord it because they do these background checks are done by a third party, and a third party needs the social media, they need the email, they need whatever different names you use, as well as your birth name. They look for your email and things of that nature, but it has to be what you give them. And if she didn't give them, her different name or tell them about the podcast or her social media, if she could have deleted all of this stuff before she submitted her background check. They can't find it if you don't give it to them, if you don't tell them where to look. It's weird. It's weird. Here's the thing. Everybody loves Black culture, just not Black people. And the problem is that people want the Black culture without the people. They love it. They enjoy it. They want it to the point where they want to possess it. They have an issue with us because we won't let it go. We have all these cookout invites. It's not enough. It's not enough. They want to conquer it and take it all and leave no residue. But we continue to hold on to it. And that's where the hate and envy comes from. Obviously, me said, Nick uses ebonics, but keeps his white boy surfer voice. But he also just understands the grammatical structure of it. Bella changes how she talks naturally, just be saying stuff. I think Nick talks the way he talks because of who he is around. He doesn't give me that he's trying to become something else. I just think that I don't know where he's from, but it just gives me that this is his community is kind of diverse in that way. But he said he's a good guy. He said he's a good guy. I like him. He's sweet. He's charming. He's like, come on, I'm a good guy. Make him a USA bombshell. I liked it. It got me. It got me. Let him come on. Let him on the show. Come on. Come on. He did. He did. I think he a bad boy. But, bad boys deserve love too. The RRI said, Nikki, that man is a sociopath. The wording of everything in that video and holding that cup of tea gives stage and performative. Just like Escobar's niece 10 times removed. Give us the truth first. Come on. He's a good guy. Blue Jay said, girl, let me tell two misuses of AAV. Personally, I thought it meant gun, but it was goddamn. It's as like when people goofy, yeah. And I hate the way they write it. And it's always used in the wrong way. Hey, Aisha. Aisha said, I feel like that's for broke people of all races. Nothing else to do but bump uglies. I'm telling you right now. Very true. But impoverished whites, they gets it in more than anybody else. With those numbers, he's probably burning right now. He's had everything. He's had everything. Absolutely. E for Empathy said, my two borders are from a small white town. And yes, they really do. It's true. True. Yes. They gets it in. They love to hunch. They love to hunch. And this is also, remember, this is also the swingers community. That community swings, child. They love it. Dumb Pennsylvania Dutch, get it in. And be on all kinds of welfare and Medicaid and everything. And hunching. Chow. He does. He really, really does. He really, really, really does. Veronica, what's up? Thank you for being here. I think they're all cute in their own kind of way. Listen, Jeremiah is ready for TV. He's ready. Like, he came here to be a star. Jeremiah came on the show thinking he was going to be the star. And Ace came in and was just like, no, it's going to be me. Those two, they're not going to do well. Not going to do well. Oh, yes. I can see it too. I can see it too. Hey, Blue Jay. Blue Jay said, Nikki, you are such a good person to explain human behavior. I know greatness is meant for you, but I hope we stayed the Star family before I have to go on the attack. Stop lying on Black women. Oh, Blue Jay, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Josie said, Bella is so insecure. She doesn't feel valued because she doesn't value herself. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Kaylee, thank you for being here. BB Girl said, as someone who was raised in a super Catholic household, you are not taught how to regulate your emotion, just how to judge others. Absolutely. Kaylee's here, guys. Thank you for being here. Kaylee said, Serena herself said she was a slow burner too, but you do have to be realistic on what type of show you're on. Baby, this show works fast or you're gone. Absolutely. Serena did say she was a slow burner, but she participated in every challenge and ate. Okay. Sarah said Mimi was religious and won. I can't remember what she did for the heart race challenge. Oh, really? What season and what version of Love Island? Kaylee said, wait, I would love to see her for the heart rate challenge, but then challenges, they be swapping fluid. Like, I don't know if she's going to make it to the heart rate challenge. I don't know. What the girl? You're going to have to be sucking on everything on this show. Why do you think they make sure you get an STD test before you come on? You got to get freaky. You got to get freaky. Listen, I'm not as Christian as I used to be, and I wouldn't go on Love Island. Absolutely not. Kaylee said, honestly, if Ace get a hold of Huda, he ain't about to care about no baby because he's so family oriented. Child, well, we going to see. We going to see. Blue Jay said, I kind of wonder if there's an internal battle with Huda. She is a mom, so does she feel she should be emotionally? She feels that she should be emotionally mature by saying it over and over. Is trying to convince her to stay in her mom mindset. Yes, and I honestly feel like she could also be feeling mom guilt. That's probably why she's easily emotional. Yeah, I want to see who the bombshells are going to be. I'm telling you, if we get two tall, built chocolate men walking into that villa, game over. Game over. He absolutely is the Kendall of the season. E for Empathy said they need to hire some super fans or people on Reddit to vet these people. The internet finds it every time. Yep. But again, they can only find what you give them. They can only find what you give them. Kaylee said the white British woman will either love him or be scared of him. Love Island said we ain't going, yeah. But he's a good guy. Obviously, me said Bella's Blackson is terrible and gives me I have no black friend vibes. But Nick, on the other hand, has definitely been with some black women. I know because I grew up in his hometown. Oh, Jackson. Oh, he's from Jacksonville. Well, there you have it. There you have it. There you have it. No, it's his hair gel. Charlie puts a lot of product in that hair. When he was laying down on the couch, I was like, oh my God, he about to get all that gel over the couch. Oh, Mimi was very religious? I just got that she was just a little closed off. I didn't know that. Well, that would make sense. But she participated in everything. She did every challenge. She was licking and sucking all season. Kaylee said, Ace said he can't keep dancing on TikTok for pennies. Oh, Ace is going to make himself a star from this. He not playing around. He not playing around. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Had her butt out, spread eagle. She did what she needed to do. She did. Yes, they have to have an STD test. Yes, you didn't know that. Oh, they got to take an STD test. They got to make sure the people clean because of what they're going to be doing and what they're expecting them to do. They cannot have anybody come on this show and say that they got an STD from somebody on the show while filming. The kind of lawsuits. Oh, they cannot play. They have to get an STD test. Blue Jay said, I am not prime and ready for Love Island, but ain't tea. But I have church family and a real family who I have to look in the eye. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Oh, I could not do it. No, I think she's a Pacific Islander. I think, no, somebody said she's half Filipina. Just John to say, Kaylee, think about all the gross stuff producers have the cast do. They have to do STD testing. I won't be surprised if they do it throughout. Oh, yeah, they probably do. They probably do. Blue Jay said, my guess, Bella is going to change it to what Nick likes. Maybe she picked up on a subtle accent. That's possibly why she keeps changing it. Yes, that's a good observation. That is a good observation. Who is Bergie? Who is Bergie? Bergie, Love Island. What season were they on? Oh, wait. Oh, really? He the one that got the black girl? Ciao. Just Jonathan said, Jeremiah's game is completely screwed. No matter when he drops her, the narrative will be twisted to it being about her being a mom. He is going to end up the villain no matter what. That's tricky. That's tricky. I hope if he bounces, that doesn't happen because that's not fair. But he's in a tricky situation, and I know he's like, damn. Oh, poor guy. How is he going to play this game now? How is he going to play this game? You are so dead set on Nick wanting the black women. Obviously, me said if a black female bombshell comes in, I'm afraid that it might be curtains for Nick's coupling. Them Jackson white boys don't mind getting down with the brown. Oh my gosh. We'll see. I think if it's a certain kind of sister that may turn his head, but I think he's happy with Sierra. Kelly said, well, thank God for that. I'm always like, y'all chancing it too much for me. Oh, yeah, they got to get all kinds of tested, blood tests and everything. Dreadful Ruby said, I've seen the picture of the next 3 bombshells, 2 guys and 1 woman. Are they hot? Are they hot? Sarah said, Nick and Bella or the other girl will be Rob and Leah 2.0. You think so? I think that's going to be Huda and Jeremiah. Yeah, they're still together. Aren't they engaged? Or I think they're on their way too. Obviously, me said Nikki Sierra reminded me of EL and Sully from Love Island Games, honestly. The Belgian waffles jokes had the same energy as the Royal Dogging Shoes joke. I like Nikki Sierra. I think they're cute. Oh, body ain't tea. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. Kaylee said, Bella, honey, just for you. Use the show to propel you forward in whatever way you need to go. Yeah, she's gonna have a little spiral moment because she really likes Nick. And see, she realizes how much she likes him now that she no longer has access to him. Ciao. Oh, the men look tall. And one is pretty good looking. Okay. Okay. Sarah said, Huda and Jeremiah remind me of Kendall and Nicole. Absolutely. I do not, I forgot, I keep on forgetting his name, but they also, Huda and Jeremiah also remind me of Anna and UK Corbin Blue from Love Island UK season 5. They definitely remind me of that couple because when that relationship implodes, whoo, the villa ain't ready. I want to get a couple more and then I'm gonna get y'all out of here. Kaylee said Jeremiah probably wish he chose someone else because you have to be serious if you want to be with someone who has a child. Yeah, you can't play around with that. Kaylee also said, but honestly, maybe they need to have a combo about seeing what happens in the villa and then make the decision later after they leave the island. That would be smart, and very mature. But Huda is not going to go for that. She is not going to go for that. So he's in a tough position. Josie said, do you think that Nick has given up on Ola? I think he's taking a step back because of Taylor. I think he's definitely taking a step back because of Taylor. Anna and Jordan. That's what it's giving me. Anna and Jordan. That is what it's giving me, child. We're going to end with Obviously Me. Obviously Me said, I wish that instead of getting bombshells early, we have the people who kissed each other while they were blindfolded go on a date with the person they kissed. Yeah, I think this is really early for us to get bombshells. Don't y'all think? I was just like, we get a bombshell on episode 1? It's a little early. Miss Brown Sugar said, y'all, what does Nick Val have on ABC? Just read that he was tapped to host the Mormon Wives reunion. I don't know. You know what he has? Y'all keep on watching him. Even if y'all hate watch, it drives his views up. Okay. Love you. It drives his views up. Oh, yes. This is the thing. I need them to hold out because this show is every day. They need to just wait. But I just feel like this relationship is going to implode soon and very soon. Oh, I think that Ace is too smart, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. Because Ace gives me that he has watched every episode of Love Island. Him and Jeremiah. And they've taken notes. And they've come in with the strategy. I don't know if he will go after Huda. But we will see. Betty said, I think Liv came in episode 2 or 3. I think it was episode 3. We pretty much got established with this cast by the time Liv came in. Hey, Muru. Muru said, I just want to know, do y'all feel like my girl Shelly ain't really feeling anyone? Ace is an exception out of the other 2 guys, mainly Austin. Ace is the only one she likes. I need the show to bring in a woman that's her type. That's when we're going to see our girl get active. Because that's where she likes to party. You know what? Have you ever tried this? I was at Trader Joe's and I saw this as sparkling tea and lemonade. Let's give it a try. Why not? Before we head on out to bed, let's try a sparkling tea and lemonade. Oh, shoot. It's sparkling for real, child. Calm down. Let's see. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's shine. Oh my God, that's terrible. Wow. That is terrible. Where's Trader Joe's in their drinks? It's something not right. Oh, that's terrible. That's why I'm so damn healthy. It's terrible. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, it's giving old folks home. Trader Joe's, stop it with them drinks. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Kaylee said Cinco and them came pretty early that season, but to be honest, it don't get good until a week later. Yeah, but this cast is already delivering. Is Sierra? She rainbow? Did she say that? Is she a rainbow girl? Let me know, Jasmine. I didn't catch that. But if she is rainbow, I don't think she's Shelly type. I don't think she's Shelly type. I think that's what's going to happen, Kaylee. I think that them boys are there for the money. Ace sees it in Jeremiah. He hates the way that boy is playing the game. He keeps on trying to find the little hole. And this is the thing. Jeremiah knows that Ace knows that he's playing the game because Jeremiah will talk to anybody else. When he talks to Ace, he's so short. He's so like, man, what? He's so like aggravated with Ace because he knows what Ace is doing. He knows what Ace is doing. If I was a producer on that show, I would be like, oh no, let's get some fine, studdish Black women on this show for Shelly right now. Okay, I might try the sparkling guava. With that lemonade, I got to get my money back. That's what I get for just trying new stuff. Blue Jay said they need to make history, have a solid Black couple, then a queer Black couple. Come on, girl, Love Island, step it up. We gonna see. Listen, if Shelly links up with another girl, that I'm sorry, I'm going to have to hold space for that. We're going to do it. Well, listen, that's exactly the thing. The men are not bringing it. The men are not bringing it. Let's do it. Oh, it was terrible. It was absolutely, and the after, it's horrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Absolutely terrible. Worst idea I've ever had. I won't do that again. Obviously, me said Love Island Games had a same-sex couple, Kara and Megan, but we need some good ones on here, honestly. We might get it. We might get it. We gonna see. I really wish they would have never left us on that cliffhanger because I need to see how he reacted to this. Because if he reacts wrong, his game is over. Obviously, me said the way that Austin reacted to hearing Shelly share all her queer experiences is definitely curtains for their relationships as it should be. Oh, he was short-circuiting. He was like, I'm like, I cannot believe you are sitting there judging Shelly and her tryst with women when you have banged half of Florida. How dare you? How dare you judge Shelly when there ain't a welfare queen in the state of Florida that you haven't put your ding-a-ling in? How dare you? How dare you? He was so messy, but he's fun to watch. They're going to keep him. He's the Rob of the season, guys. Oh, he gets under Jeremiah's skin. He cannot stand him. He cannot stand him. Anyway, Star Family, thank you so much for being here with me. We may or may not be here again tomorrow because the social media girl is traveling for the next few days. I'm going to try my best to stay as consistent with these lives as I can. If I'm not here for a live, I'll probably do a quick recorded review and then a live a little later. But we will see. We're going to figure it out. Thank you so much again for taking time out of your evening to spend with me. Please like the video, share if you care, and I will see you soon for another live. Love you guys. Good night. I have to get my money back for Trader Joe's. That was terrible. That was